2 inches. You can see Jeremy Stephens missing weight by 4.5 pounds. 1 inch reach advantage for Calvin Kattar. All right, now for the intros, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 20 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Methuen, Massachusetts, presenting the number 9 ranked featherweight contender in the world, Calvin Kattar. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 28 wins, 17 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 150.5 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, by way of Des Moines, Iowa, presenting the number 7 ranked featherweight contender in the world, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stephens. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Jason Herzog.
Jason Herzog, our referee. Brittany Palmer getting a starter for round 1. So Jeremy Stephens has made 17 featherweight appearances. I remember when he dropped down, people wondered if he could make the weight. It's only the 2nd time he has missed.
Are you ready? Fight! You know,
We'll
different
see.
circumstances. I didn't know how they would deal with the weight management, and obviously it was a big deal for Jeremy Stephens.
This fight clock brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
When you say weight management, DC, you mean not having saunas, things on those lines?
You know, just everything being available that you use to make weight. You know, I know that I needed saunas and everything else in order to make the weight, and I didn't know what those guys had in that way for this week.
Jeremy's throwing some bombs right off the bat. Landed a good low kick that might have hit the cup, and then a couple of big punches.
Miles Jury has been the guy mimicking Calvin Kattar for Jeremy Stephens during this training camp. Nice right hand from Lil Heathen.
Jeremy Stephens is getting off very early. Looking very confident. Woo! Strong low kick.
You know, honestly, Calvin Kattar said that's one of the things he wanted to do better than he did in the Zabit fight, was start a little bit faster. He said losing the Zabit was because he just ran out of time. Feels like if he had more time, he would have won the fight. Wanted to start faster so he doesn't have to fight from behind like he did last time.
Body shot there from Kattar, but Stephens looking like he got a damn good warm-up in before coming out here.
Well, Kattar's had a few problems in the past with low kicks, particularly the Renato Moicano fight. Moicano made an adjustment and really started chopping at Kattar's legs, and that's what won him the fight. And there you see Kattar with a nice low kick of his own. But Jeremy Stephens is getting off early and really putting Calvin on notice.
Oh!
Stephens just passing Diego Sanchez into 4th place on the all-time fight time list, north of 6 hours for Stephens. Switching up the footwork here.
Good low kicks by Stephens. And another one by Kattar.
I've always thought Kattar was just so patient in his approach. I remember at UFC 220 watching him in the back before I fought, and he got that beautiful finish against
Shane Burgos.
Shane Burgos. And I just remember how patient he was in finding that shot that ended the night.
You always got to wonder when you see guys with those cupping marks on their body. When you see that, you see them all over Calvin's lower back.
Yeah.
You got to wonder, like, if they're dealing with something. You know, a lot of times when guys get those, it's because of an injury.
Nice inside leg kick from Stephens.
Remember how bad Jeremy Stephens beat up Gilbert Melendez's legs? Seems like he's taking that same approach tonight against Calvin Kattar.
Well, again, this is, you know, the one weakness that we have seen in the 2 fights that he's lost inside the octagon was the Zabit fight, didn't get off quick enough, and the Moicano fight, he got his legs chopped up. So Jeremy's starting real quick, and he's attacking those legs. He hurt him with that right hand.
Yeah, look that way. DoorDash, while the front doors may be closed, many restaurants are still open for delivery. Heavy leg kicks on both sides there.
Calvin switched his stances there for a bit.
Walk it in, walk it in. Little steps, little steps. Little step. He reaches, you know what to do. Nice.
Jeremy with a good right hand there. Jeremy really taking control of this fight early. Good left hook, good body shot there by Stevens. Nice jab by Calvin.
Oh, nice combination by Kattar.
Kattar has some of the best hands in the division. Oh, he stung him there. That left leg buckled hard.
Yeah.
He's having a hard time with that left leg now.
Stevens doing a nice job not discriminating, attacking all parts of that lead leg.
Oh, he's having a hard time with that lead leg, DC.
And Calvin Kattar's digging his foot into the ground to try and check that kick, but Jeremy Stevens is just driving right through it. It's not bothering him.
Yeah, he briefly switched stances there for a moment as well.
Oh! Huge right from Kattar.
Big
Back Stevens
right hand
up.
for Kattar.
Oh, man, that was nice.
Fantastic right hand.
Stevens did land a big shot in there as well.
That was a beautiful right hand, long, straight right hand by Kattar.
Kattar starting to let his hands go here late round one.
In terms of pure boxing skill in the UFC, Calvin Kattar ranks up there with anybody.
Oh, Stevens just rips the body.
Big shot.
Outstanding action through 5 minutes.
Whew. What a first round.
Yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
sit down, face sideways.
and I
Face me.
love that those guys walk right past each other, didn't
Here's
fist
your
bump
water.
so much.
Listen,
Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. Grab one today at 7-Eleven.
you're letting them control the cage, okay? When we're going forward, we gotta straighten out that right. You're going too big. Listen to Rob. It's going too big.
The right hand a little too big, the left hook way too big. Everything nice and sharp. Handshake, handshake. Turn the hook over. But keep doubling the jab, up, down, roll, keep moving. It's looking great.
When you're going straight backward, go 2 backwards, 2 down the middle, okay? The 2's down the middle is there, but you're just going and fanning out. All right? So I need you to...
Right here, you see Calvin Kattar just really sit down on that long right hand. Those are the ones that can hurt you bad. Whenever the arm, look how extended he is. He catches Jeremy right at the end of that punch and then punches right through it. I'm surprised that Jeremy Stevens was able to take such a big shot. Calvin Kattar is a great boxer.
2 more UFC live events coming at you this week. First, Anthony Smith faces Glover Teixeira. That's this Wednesday on ESPN+. And then it'll be Alistair Overeem versus Walt Harris in the main event next Saturday on ESPN. Both main cards, 9 p.m. Eastern starts. We've got your sports fix covered. UFC action coming your way all week long. All right, so here we go, round 2, Stevens and Kattar, the New England Cartel. Tyson Chartier, Rob Font with a lot of pointed advice there, Joe, for Kattar after round 1.
I think the low kicks of Jeremy Stevens are causing real problems for Calvin. And now Calvin's returning with his own, and you see some real swelling on Jeremy switching stances. Look at this.
Beautiful kid. 7-3 now.
Nice head movement by Kattar.
Sit down, stay in his face.
We speak about Jeremy Stevens' experience, and that's one thing Calvin Kattar was so adamant about, is that he's been doing this just as long. Maybe not in the UFC, but he's been fighting, and he belongs here and thinks that he is even with Jeremy in terms of experience.
Right. 20 pro wins for Kattar, but didn't make his UFC debut until 2017.
He certainly has a lot of very good fights and very good wins, but the caliber of competition that he's faced, I don't think can compare to Jeremy. I mean, Jeremy has fought all-time greats like Jose Aldo, Rafael dos Anjos.
He fought everybody.
He fought everybody.
When you fight 33 times in the UFC, you fought everybody.
Oh,
nice
combination.
Oh, my goodness.
Calvin's putting it on him now.
It's when he lets all those boxing combos fly.
And he keeps them long.
Yeah, he's hard to deal with.
Good elbow by Jeremy.
Bold character since 1872. Kattar touches the body, coming up on the midpoint of round 2.
Calvin's sitting down on his punches now. There's another good low kick from Kattar.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
When Jeremy steps southpaw, that's when that big left kick.
Stevens nearly out. Kattar trying to finish the fight. Calvin Kattar landed a Boston bomb
Oh
tonight.
my goodness,
Wow.
and you split him open. Look at that. Look.
Wow.
They got to get his head up.
Jake right now. Thank Jake right now.
They got to get his head up.
So not the fast start that Calvin Kattar was looking for, but the fast finish. Stevens is
Yeah,
He is just dripping blood.
he's having a hard time just getting it together here. What a shot from Calvin Kattar.
What an elbow by Calvin Kattar.
All right, this fight replay is brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
I was trying to figure out what Calvin Kattar was saying to us.
I mean, right here, look at
this.
that.
Oh my goodness. What a perfectly placed elbow.
So where'd the cut come from?
It must have been before that. Or it must have been the follow-up shot.
Because that landed on the jaw.
Right, so I don't see the cut here. Right there.
Maybe the
slicing.
glove.
Oh,
that's
that
it.
one.
Yep,
That's
there
it.
it is.
That's it.
The glove sliced him up.
No, I think it was the elbow.
I think it was the left elbow.
Yep.
Right elbow.
Where'd he
Well, the
land
right
one?
elbow dropped him.
Okay,
He's
okay.
giving us corrections here.
Yeah.
It seems like the cut was this.
Oh,
that one
the
right
elbow. There it is.
That
Yeah,
left
I thought it
elbow
was
is
a
the cut.
punch.
Wow, stunning.
So the right elbow for the knockdown, the left elbow to close the show and open the cut. And all of a sudden, that signature win that Calvin Kattar was looking for materializes tonight on a huge platform. A lot of people feel like this is the state of Massachusetts' best hope for UFC glory, and Calvin Kattar did nothing to diminish that noise here tonight. Huge win for a really good egg there in Calvin Kattar.
Yeah, Calvin Kattar, man, his striking is way up there in this division, and to beat a Jeremy Stevens in the way that he did, that's a massive statement to get back to the pressure that he wants to earn. He earned that pressure tonight. He'll get a big fight coming.
I'm happy to see you. Congratulations. That's beautiful. Thank you, bro.
So 3 wins now in his last 4 for Calvin Kattar.
Yo, thank you, Jake.
The only setback in there, of course, against Zabit Magomed Sharipov, which was a main event, a 3-round main event last November. And as Joe mentioned, Kattar not outclassed that night. Tonight, he is able to outclass Jeremy Stevens late, and certainly a disappointing conclusion to a climactic week for Jeremy Stevens. For historically low rates, refinance your mortgage at rate.com with guaranteed rates, safe and simple, all digital mortgage. Visit rate.com now. All right, to make this official, here's the buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Herzog has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Calvin Kattar.
I'm here with the winner, Calvin Kattar, and a big winner at that. That was a spectacular knockout. You can see all the blood in the center of the octagon. Tough first round. Jeremy came out fast and hard. Is that what you anticipated?
Yeah, but honestly, in my head, I think they're going to come out a lot harder. Yeah?
It's good to start, man. Congrats, buddy.
Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you. Listen, man, gotta be honest, a little upset. He showed up 5 pounds overweight. You know, first one on the scale kind of pissed me off. You know, I don't really like that shit, but motherfucker knows how to fight. And it's tough after you exchange like that with somebody and not show them a little respect. So, good fight, man. That shit was crazy.
It was a wild fight. Let's take a look at the stoppage. Calvin, take a look at the big screen. You caught him with this beautiful elbow in this exchange. Look at this right here. Just picture perfect. And then the follow-up, once you got him down, that was the big elbow that dropped him and cut open his lip. But the forehead cut came from a nasty left elbow once you got him down to the ground.
Look at those fucking spots on my back. Heather, what the fuck? You know, that elbow, shout out to Jake Manini, my Thai coach. You know, everyone wants to talk some shit about my leg kicks. You know, I think I checked a lot tonight. I've been working on it a lot. You know, I had a 3-year layoff before I broke off the layoff for 2 fights, got in the UFC. And I've been learning as I've been going, man. And I've been doing it with tough fights. So I'm happy to be here. I feel like I said, I'm just scratching the surface. And these featherweights are in big trouble when I put this shit all together.
Well, congratulations, sir. Spectacular performance, beautiful knockout.
Hey, and everyone back home going through this, first shout out, the boss man, Dana White, keeping all the fighters busy, and to the world out there, you know, dealing with this pandemic. Tough times don't last, tough people do, so keep fighting, and we'll get through this together.
Calvin Kattar, ladies and gentlemen.
Nicely closed out, Calvin Kattar. That's a big win here tonight, obviously.